Hello, 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 and welcome to Oracle Priestess Noemi, Bear of Victory's channel. And for those of you who already know me, what's up? And for those of you who don't, welcome. Teaching Tuesday, we're going to pull on a couple of cards and see what we have. Teaching Tuesday today was about cracks in the aura. That's important, especially during this time. Happy birthday to the solar return for those in Scorpio, for Scorpio season. But this is important for Scorpio season because Scorpio season, energetically, for me as an energetic reader, is about the institutions, things happening on an institutional level. When we see things happening on an institutional level, I can't speak. When we see things happening on an institutional level, we usually will see this in a way in our lives, playing out in our lives, just like Mother Earth. When Mother Earth is um, things are happening with Mother Earth, such as hurricanes or tornadoes or anything like that, we're going to see those things play out in our own lives. We're going to see our own, and I said this the other day, our own hurricanes, our own tornadoes happening in our own lives. And so oftentimes, during this time, we'll be thinking and feeling like we're hiding or like we're being covered by mud. And remember the lotus. And that's a theme that's been happening. Hello to everyone who has booked a session. I am grateful and I am so proud of you investing in that. And I just wanted to take the time to say that because the lotus has been one of the themes for a lot of the people that have done a spiritual investment session. So, book one. It is what it is. It's going to be what's going to be, but you are exactly where you're supposed to be at this time. So just remember that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, if you didn't vote, go vote. That's just my civic duty to tell you that. It's my civic responsibility. And you know what? You are who you are. You do what you want to do. We have free will. But remember, people have given their lives, they have stood their ground in order for us to have the privilege to say, I don't want to vote because I don't think it counts. Anyway, that is my soapbox. I'm off of it. It's fine. If you don't do it, it's okay. Um, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Um, so many things are just happening. So many things that we don't expect or didn't expect. But even future tense, there's things that are going to happen that we don't really expect in a way that we can't really explain. Okay, so just take the moment to clear your energy, to thank the Most High God for who you are, where you are. Be gracious, be joyous, and let's us get into it. I'm going to put the screen down so you guys can see Miss Sheffel. Okay. This is a Manzella. This is a mandala, okay, not Mandela, like Nelson Mandela. I don't know. That could be a message for somebody. But this is sacred geometry, and that is basically the theme right now. We will be feeling like we're going nowhere. Our lives are just feeling like there's a mudslide. We can't get out of it. Every time we try to get ourselves out of a hole, it feels like we dig ourselves into another. We must shift the perspective into understanding and knowing sacred geometry. How does that play out in your life? Look it up, check it out. You're the student, I'm the teacher, I'm the student, you're the teacher. And that is why we share our energy. So, again, for those of you who have books, thank you so much. And for those of you who haven't, come on down. There's messages waiting for you. So, yeah, so I don't know. This is the mandala that I feel like we needed to use today. There's a lot of focusing on things, things dying and the harvest. There is compassion um, for ourselves and for others. So, I mean, during this time, just pay attention to the people around you, pay attention to who you are, who are you becoming, but really pay attention to, I'm so sorry, really pay attention to what it is that not only you need, but that others need. Okay. All right. Let's see what Archangel Michael has for us today. And we have magic and we have crown chakra. Okay. And this is why it's important to make sure you don't have any cracks in your auras and make sure that whoever's in your energy, you protect your energy from them. And I had my head covered earlier for that same reason, to demonstrate that we must protect our crown chakra. Okay. And so, I was talking about awakening yesterday, um, with someone who I did a session for. And awakening sounds so beautiful, right? It sounds like you woke up, your hair is perfect, and everything is just perfect. You look great, you feel good. Awakening is quite the opposite. Awakening is more like you put your hair on top of your head, or you just put a hat on if you're a guy or whatever, you just threw some shorts on and you're barely getting out of bed, you're barely understanding what feelings that you have. And it's because awakening means that you have realized that there are things in your life that no longer fit. And and now you have to move on from those things. And that can be pretty hard and pretty painful. So make sure that you're just cutting yourself some slack regarding these things, okay? Let me get some Palo Santo going. Because these are some heavy things that we're talking about. There's some heavy energy. There's some, people going through a lot of things that they feel like they must let go. And some people are just going with the flow. Some people are not in that energy, and they're in the energy of magic. They're in the frequency of magic, where things are going exactly how they manifested them to go. But this is after their awakening. They already went through the shadows period. They did the work. So the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand, and this moment to move toward possibilities and expressions that are grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So that is what we're working with. We're working with the crown chakra, right? The crown chakra, and really co-creating with the Most High God, the divine messages, the synchronicities, the things being deja vu, the lucid dreaming, the kind of weird occurrences like I've been here before, meeting people that you feel very connected to. You may not even see them again. That doesn't mean that you're not supposed to, meet them. It just means like this is the Most High God sending you signs and synchronicities. So, protect yourself, protect your aura, protect your crown chakra. You can do that by a head covering, but you can also just um, imagine a golden white light, a white light, and you can do a purple ray, a blue ray, um, a white ray, a yellow ray, whatever comes to your mind to do, because you have that inner wisdom. Everybody's way of protecting themselves is going to be different, but there are tips and things that you get. Palo Santo to me is just really it. Sage, And different things at different times work as far as essential oils, especially for people who are empaths. For you guys that feel other people's feelings, or your feelings change when you're around certain people, certain energies, certain things, watching certain movies. And we have delights. So during this time, it's very important to kind of take the time to understand what you are grateful for, and you can actually practice small, small gifts of gratefulness to other people, to yourself. It doesn't have to be big. It can be tiny. It could be a little note. Even just take 30 seconds and say, "You have done it. You have done so well. Just keep going." The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. And that's what we need. We need those little moments of happiness. And that creates magic. Okay. Let us see what else we have. Let us see what else we have. Yes. Discernment. Um, and empowerment, right? So, especially during this time, because that's what we're leading up to. This discernment that we have here, the frequency of discernment, supports our ability to view the world and the people around us a place of inner balance and detachment, yet compassion and wisdom. So, what that's saying is you don't have to be mean to somebody to kind of like cut them off. You don't have to be, let me make sure you guys can see them. You don't have to be indifferent. You can be yourself, detach from the outcome, detach from the expectation. That will bring empowerment, not only to you, but to the other person. So if you normally help somebody, but you know you must protect yourself, then find a way to help them um, by either meditational prayer, praying with them, telling them that things will go exactly how they need to go. And that's when you tap into your your crown chakra and you say, Most High God, give me the words that I need to say, put them on my tongue. And magic happens. And if the person doesn't like it, well, they didn't really need it. Okay. It is a time of teaching, it is a time of learning, and we should be teaching and learning at the same time as we go. So the big thing here during this time is testimony, telling stories from the past. You're going to meet people that you're supposed to tell your story to. You're going to meet people that you're supposed to encourage, and you're going to meet people that you're supposed to say no to. That's going to be the hard part. Um, and then when I say that, we have the divine masculine, right? So it's being able to stand up and say no, um, but also helping the divine masculine to have and remember, we're not talking about man or woman, we're talking about our frequency, okay? So strong, focus, our active sides, but also making sure that we're keeping up with our nurturing side, our loving side. Um, and again, at the bottom, we have empowerment. Okay. Let us see what message I'll leave you with. I'm so used to having like the clock in front of me, so I don't really know how long these things will be. Um, I like for people to watch them. Sometimes, they don't because they're too long. But anyway, if you have the temperance to stay to the end, then you know, it's just alignment. All right, let us see. Most High God, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So it's all about faith and belief. And then we have the number 11. Okay. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth, right? Because if we're able to believe in something that we can't see, we can look at ourselves and say, well, anything's possible because we can see ourselves, we can see the world around us, we can see the beauty in nature, in flowers. I have set this flower out for two of my sessions already, and you know, there's beauty. Like you can look at that and you can be like, wow, that's just like so amazing how these little things grow and they stay, water and they just need a bit of sunlight. That's just like us. We're the same way. We're built the same way. We're made the same way. except we can literally choose to create. So fertility. Some of you may be trying to get pregnant. Remember to be creative, to be courageous, but also to just go with the flow with whatever it is that you're trying to create, whether it be life, a new business, or just creating a space in your life where you are trying to empower yourself and letting things go. Scorpio season is all about releasing, 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 and you can release this through your solar plexus, doing listening to 932 megahertz, and really just anything prayer that's higher vibrational. And you can also just imagine your solar plexus, release, take deep breaths. Because it's all about the self, our personal power, our willpower. But sometimes willpower runs out, and that's why we need the consciousness, the Christ consciousness with others, and sharing our ideas to the point where it just helps us to kind of have a conversation, a light conversation about what it is that we're looking forward to, what it is that we're doing. We don't have to share everything, but share because you never know how you can help somebody else and how that conversation is going to help you, right? Because that's why I turn on this video. So yeah, realization. You come to the realization. You will come if you don't. And if you see that flower is like sitting on top of the solar plexus energy light, okay? And it is the sacred geometry of who we are, the heart center, the truth, the authenticity of who we are is to shine bright during this time. So enjoy Scorpio season because big things are happening, they're unraveling, and into spring, it will all make sense. Okay. Give yourself until maybe December to be in this energy. Um, Along the way, you're going to remember exactly who you are and who you have become. And it's not the person of the past. You will be stronger, you will be smarter. But the nice thing is the discernment and the love will be something that just feels unreal. So make sure that you embrace that magic and that love and open yourself up to sharing that with others. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today, and I sure hope it was you. Thanks for watching. Bye.